way. Bang, bang, bang. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get this show started. Yo, how you doing, Dylan?
Good, bro. Good, bro. How you, man?
I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it, man. You know what? There's nowhere else to begin but Fabrizio Romano and talking about Darwin Nunez. Am I wrong?
Hit me with it.
Am
Hit me
I
with it. You're the stats man. So
There you go. So today we're gonna do this the right way. We're gonna first go through the tweet, see what Fabrizio said, see what it actually entailed. Then from there, we're gonna go into more of what Darwin Nunez is about, who he is as a player, get to know him a little bit more as a player, and then from there, we're gonna have to then analyze if we want a player like that or not, right? And then from there, we're gonna look at all the other striker options and then keep it moving. But first things first, Darwin Nunez. If you guys don't know, Fabrizio Romano spilled the beans a little bit on the whole Darwin Nunez situation. He mentioned that Arsenal are in talks with Darwin Nunez. Arsenal have started preliminary talks with him. Edu has met with Darwin Nunez, and it looks like that is going to be happening. Also, uh, it's not like it's done or anything. It's just Edu has met with Darwin Nunez, and that is exciting in itself. Don't you agree? The
it
fact
is,
that
yeah. Well, if we're starting conversations already, that's what we want to do. So
yeah, if this kind of stuff can get done quick, that is amazing.
well, can you imagine finishing the season and already knowing that we've already got someone in place to come in straight away, and then it's just
Yeah,
one less pressure through the actual 3 month period. So
110%. And you know
yeah.
something? A lot of people. This is what exactly was said. Arsenal had contacted Darwin Nunez's representatives in January, and the club are going to go for him in the summer, most likely. Right. So if people
Mhm.
don't know who Darwin Nunez is and they don't know anything about the player, I'll give you guys more information in a second. But just to let you know, 2 days ago is when Fabrizio Romano reported this. Right. I don't know if it came off of an article or anything, but he said there is one big issue with Darwin Nunez. They did not want to sell him in January, obviously. They're still currently in the Champions League and they don't want him to be distracted. So at this moment in time, they might not actually be getting anything done, but reportedly that West Ham were after him and they're willing to spend 40 million. So we know he's worth 40 million. We know West Ham are after him. We know which club he plays for. He plays for Benfica. Let me show you guys a little bit of statistics. If it's not clear, I apologize. But in 30 appearances, he's gotten 25 goals. He has 2 assists. You can see his pass accuracy 65%. But the main thing we're looking at is his market value. It says 32 million, but we know it's going to cost around 40 million, right? Also, here's some of his strengths, weaknesses, and everything else. They compare him to the likes of Broja and Patrick Schick, but a lot of people compare him to Edison Cavani, with him being a Uruguayan, Edison Cavani also being Uruguayan. They say his pace, his physicality,
Good
his
age.
determination, his strength, his aerial duels. He's 6'2", guys. Don't forget, this is a 6'2" pacey striker. This is of the mold of what we want. He almost has everything, but there's a couple weaknesses. His concentration is a weakness, and his awareness is a weakness also. So those are weaknesses that he has in his game. Now, let's bring it back for a second. What do we know about Darwin Nunez? I've told you guys his age. I've told you he's only played for 3 clubs in his career. As you can see, he currently plays for Benfica. He's 22 years old, left-footed. He can play on the right wing and he can play as a striker. 6'2", and they compare him to a younger Edison Cavani. Now, after watching him play, I'm not gonna lie, he can link up play and he can do the traditional striker role. He has both in one, and he has the pace and power to do what we want him to do if we need to change formations. He does also offer you a plan B with his height and his aerial ability. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff out there for you guys to sink in, let it sink in. Tell me what you think. Around 40 million. This is like, you know how they said Vlahovic was Haaland 2.0?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This guy is actually supposedly better than Vlahovic. Statistically, I seen somewhere where they're saying they were comparing the two, and it looks like he might be better in goals. He might be better he might be better in assists. He might be better in every statistical category to Vlahovic, and that to me was surprising because I thought Vlahovic was like this big deal. Vlahovic was
It
2.0.
also the caliber of leagues is a huge difference as well. You know.
But he's doing it in the Champions League. He did it against Barcelona and knocked them out.
Yeah, but that was a shitty Barcelona team. Even
Okay.
Tottenham could have been that Barcelona team.
Okay, let's just look at the quick comparison to Vlahovic, because we all know we wanted Vlahovic. We all were looking at Vlahovic. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he was my number one target. You know that, yeah.
Okay, so as you can see there, let me just zoom it in from here. If this makes it any clearer for you guys.
Fuck, I wish we got Dusan, honestly.
So goals, they're about the same. Non-penalty goals, the green, as you can tell, is Darwin Nunez. Non-penalty goals, Darwin Nunez. Non-penalty XG on target, Darwin Nunez. Expected assists, chances created, passes into opponent's box, take-ons, touches in opposition box, and shots attempted. Basically, every single category except for aerial duels won. Vlahovic, he is superior to Vlahovic.
I understand that. I understand. I try not to look too much at stats too much. Like, with Dusan, he was watching him a lot and seeing what he can do on the field. That really attracted me to like him. Obviously, like stats wise, he was great as well. But I think league comparison obviously is a big thing as well. City A is like obviously top 5 leagues. This one isn't. Look, if you can secure a striker, 22, he's still young. If they're saying his only weakness is offsides, offsides can be fixed in training. That's that's not hard. It's not really a weakness. That's just discipline. And once you instill discipline, it's easy. But you're a striker. You expect him to run off the ball. So if he gets offside, he gets offside. It happens sometimes. But look, I think we need 2 strikers personally. I saw Noah in the comments say, get a Darwin and then a João Felix. Whether Arsenal have the funds to facilitate 2 big transfers like that is another story. I think João Felix for me would be fantastic. He's proven himself as well. And obviously, yeah, well, he came from Benfica as well, didn't he? So
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Joao Felix, definitely, yeah, he did come from Benfica. This is
Mm.
basically you're getting the guy before he costs 100 million. If you're getting him now, you're getting him before he costs a ridiculous price tag.
Yeah,
But
like look, I think
you
it
had,
is. I think it is a risk as well. So,
you
but
had
every
some
transfer is a risk.
concerns. 1 second, there's something happening in the kitchen. You had some concerns. Tell me what your concerns were as I put up the graphic. 1 second. So just talk to me about it.
Oh, look, yeah, chat. If a Egal has any, he'll probably maybe post it in the comments later. He sent me like a 10-minute video clip, and looking at him, he sort of looked a little bit, I guess, like a clumsy sort of player. I don't know if that comes from his height, being a 6'2" player. I know he's got pace as well, and there was a lot of attributes coming from the left-hand wing as well. Do we foresee Darwin starting over like a Martinelli? I'm not too sure on that one. I think that Arsenal should be going for an out-and-out striker personally. I think it's a good, if you can play both. But for me, it's about the out-and-out striker. I know he's got that right left wing ability as well. And the highlights showed a lot of him on the left. But I definitely think we need an out-and-out striker. And look, I think, like I said to you in the messages ago, if you're going to take a chance on a 30, 35 mil player, to me, that's not really a risk. We've been stuck with friggin' Xhaka for 35 million and Mustafi for 35 million. We've done a lot worse. And, we've spent big bucks on a Pepe for 72. So even your big money signings can be flops. And we've seen that, with clubs like United and Chelsea and whatever. So 30 mil, if the goals are there, he's young, got the attributes and the work rate like we need. I think it's worth taking a risk. And if we can secure it before the season even starts, like before the window even opens, like what Liverpool did with Konate, like the deal was there. And it's just day one it opened, just boom, signature, jersey, he's here. Then I'm all for it. It takes stress off in the
Do
window.
you trust Edu to get the best deal? Because
Well,
now
Edu's the one that did find Martinelli.
this is
So
what it's going to come down to.
yeah,
Edu's the
like
one.
look, yeah, like Edu found Martinelli. He has found talents and players as well. But as you know, he's also brought in dickheads like Willian. So there's a bit of mistrust there with both the manager and, Edu as well. So look, last season, the signings that he brought in were good, but whether he learnt from his mistakes, and then, obviously we've had the window that we did. It's obviously time will tell that. So if they keep doing what they're doing and they try go the way of picking a talent, where the fee isn't crazy, then I'm all for that to happen, because I think if you're a big club and don't have the big money, you can still do that. And I've always said that the best players don't have to cost the biggest amounts of money. They don't have to.
Okay. Guys, do me a favor. Every single one of you guys in the chat right now, put an emoji in, say good morning, do what you got to do. I'm going to go through the comments in a second. But first things first, like the goddamn video. It's
Smash the
absolutely
video.
free. And every time you guys like the video, what happens is on the playback, more and more people get to see the video, because when it's live, the more people who like it, it gets pushed out to people after it's live. And that really does help the channel and helps me grow. And it really does help me put out more content for you guys. You got Dylan, you got someone who agrees with you here. You got someone who agrees with you.
Daniel, finally, it's taken me 1 million streams with a goal. Someone agrees with me.
Yeah, Dominic says sounds good. He's better than Lacazette. Take him. I'm tired.
Hey, bro, anyone's better than Lacazette.
I would get Darwin. Sounds good. Like Nunez. Like Joao Felix also would be perfect. Okay, I think there's been a bit of a bandwagon on him. Interesting, Abs. I like that take. It might be a situation where everyone's just talking about him and he's a new hot take. Because
I think like if you look in the market currently, you can't really see that, like, unless you look at a Haaland and Mbappe, there's no one really that sticks out like a Dusan or whatever. I think that the Isaac hype is gone because he clearly has proven it's a one season thing, unless he changes things around next season. To me, I never wanted that transfer anyway, but I think, yeah, just spending smart and finding the quality in what you spend, I think is a lot better.
How do you like the video? Well, thank you for asking. This is all you have to do. I'm going to show you.
You're going to play a little tutorial?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little YouTube tutorial on how to like the goddamn video. So when you're there, I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what you guys think about the video after the video is done. Just leave a comment down below. Also, love and respect to every single one of you guys. I'm about to go to sleep because I haven't slept yet. And also big up to Dylan for always coming on. Always, the link to his channel is in the description as always. Also, as you guys can see, the timestamps will be out for anybody watching on the playback. And if you're watching up to this point, love and respect, but we gotta leave you guys. We can't be on all day every day, 24/7. But we'll be back the next time when there's more news to talk about. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And tomorrow, Hussam and the boys will all be back for vibes from the 6th. So the people who love that show, don't forget, that's not going nowhere. Even though it's international breaks, there's always something to talk about. Anyways, peace out, guys.
Bless, guys.
We gotta leave you guys. Let's leave you with the outro because you guys love